from ECAMM.
What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I got my friends on. I'm going to introduce those guys in just a second. But just so you know, this show tonight is all about the fun Amazon influencer stuff. So I got a couple Amazon influencers on the show, and we're going to be answering all your questions. If you have them, put them in the chat. Just put a little Q : so we know it's a question, because God knows I can barely keep up with what I'm going to say because I've been up since 4:30 in the morning, but there's been so much happening in the Amazon influencer world. And my friend Chrissy, my friend Matt, we have been just blowing up each other for a couple of days talking about all the fun stuff. So we're like, let's just do this live. But Chrissy was going on vacation in 2 days, so we're like, we got to get a live show in. Let's do it tonight. I'll stay up late, and we'll knock it out. So what's up, everybody in the chat? We got a bunch of people over there. So let me introduce these guy and gal real quick, my friends. The one, the only, the ambulance, what do you call it? The ambulance director by day, the Amazon influencer by night. My friend Christy Fryrose. What's going on, Christy? Good to see you.
That was incredibly close. It's Chrissy without a T.
Chrissy, I can't, once again, you wanted to do this tonight, so whatever I say is your fault.
Yes, you're absolutely right. It's total. I'll take that.
And you live across the country, so I got to wait like 4 time zones to get in the right one. And I don't want to forget about the main fun haver on the internet. He's YouTube's biggest fun haver. He has fun every morning on Good Morning Haas. It's our guy, Matt Haas from Awesome Fun Things. And if you hear that banging, that's coming from downstairs. That is some construction happening late at night, really late at night. So anyway.
We can't hear that. I don't hear anything.
Oh, good. So my high-tech stuff is working. That's good.
Yeah.
Excellent. Good to be here. Good to be here.
Awesome. Well, who's in the chat? I don't know who's in the chat. Good to see everybody over there.
We have Stuart. We have Laura. We have Paul. And so someone named Wizard of Haas is in there, too.
Wizard of Haas.
Trouble.
That guy's a weird guy.
Better swing the band hammer on that one.
Yeah, I couldn't keep up with your handles. What handle do you want on here, Matt? Who are you going by on this show?
It doesn't matter. It all points to the same thing. So.
I need Matt's little @ symbol just to rotate names of all the channels that he has.
It'd be a ticker tape of every YouTube property I own.
Yeah, I'm catching up to you. I'm gonna need that too.
Oh.
Yeah, I just forget about stuff I create. I got an email the other day from an email, and I'm like, wait, I still have this email? I should go cancel it. I'm paying who knows how much for that email address. So. Well, it's been a big crazy week in the Amazon influencer space, and not that I really have too much to weigh in on, because you guys know my strategy, and it's not really to rely on Amazon, but it is kind of affecting a lot of people. And I thought, well, maybe we'll put together a little show and talk about the changes, but then answer some questions if people had them, and just get different perspectives. And I told Matt it would be fun to do roundtable panel type of shows like this, so it's just not me going blah blah blah, don't get maybe money, all that fun stuff. So,
well, it's still an important message, Billy.
Well, you know what? I tell you, when Scott, and just give people who are watching, like, what are you guys talking about? Matt and Chrissy are in my group, and they're in my private group as well. That we do asynchronous coaching and all that fun stuff. And so there's another guy, Scott, and he got on and was like, hey man, thanks a lot. Your strategy works great. We're not sweating this report to change, whatever. And at that moment, my head just almost exploded right out of my kitchen. I thought, all right, this is working.
You're onto something, Billy.
Yeah, for real. It seems like maybe you are.
You don't get in this program and last for 5 years by not being able to pivot and shift and do all that stuff. So it's been pretty good. So Chrissy, how long have you been in Amazon?
In the Amazon world?
Yeah.
I have been here, I guess, a little over a year now, year and a half ish.
All right. And Matt, you're probably about the same, right?
Yeah.
1 year, 3.5 months.
Yeah, so you guys are like, you guys get all the fresh stuff. Like, I'm so old in this game that I'm just stuck in my ways. I'm like the grandpa. I'm like the grandpa of Amazon. I'm like, I don't care about Halo sales. I don't care, just make more videos.
5 years in tech, because this is a tech space, is like 50 years in real life. So it's like,
Oh,
It's like dog years.
just go ahead and shoot me and bury me in the backyard. I guess it's over. Pull the curtains.
my.
Oh man.
Was it sepia tone back when you started?
Yeah. Yep. That was right.
Was it sepia tone?
We had to send in DVDs of our Amazon videos to Amazon so they could rip them and put them on. Oh man, yeah, it was a long time. Yeah, I don't even think you could upload 50 videos at a time. I think it was like 15 or something. So, but anyway, so we've seen a lot of craziness happening, and there's a part of me that really does. I go, oh man, I mean, I really feel bad for people because you're watching, and I don't know if some of the stuff will stick, but you're seeing people reporting that their reports, even from last month, are now getting deducted. And I'm talking by thousands of dollars, which is crazy.
I mean, ridiculously crazy.
I'm like, wow, good for you for even being able to make that kind of money, and now it's going away, and that is horrible. But it does prove that, it's that we can't just rely on these platforms. And for people watching going, what are you guys even talking about? Because I just thought every influencer, every Amazon influencer would know what we're talking about. But they don't. We see it in the group about every 45 minutes. We see people in these these Facebook groups.
Clubhouse.
Going, hey, my fetch ain't working. What's happening? My Halo stuff ain't working. So basically, to chop it down for you, I'm going to pass it over to Christy, and she's going to tell us what happened. So I will shut up and take a sip of water. So what happened, Christy?
Ooh.
Why are we all crying?
Well, everybody's crying because Amazon decided it was going to be a good idea to take away the option, number one, of seeing, all the reporting that we could see previously. So where we could see all the things that we sold literally one by one, and now we can't. I don't know the exact numbers. Maybe one of you can speak to that, but it was something, I think it's like it's 4 clicks or something. Sorry, not 4 clicks, but if you've sold more than 4 items, is that right?
I think
of that item?
Yeah. And it's got to be shipped.
Then you'll be able to see it.
Is it shipped
Say
items?
it again?
Is it sold
Oh,
and
yes.
shipped? Yeah.
Yep, that's exactly right. And previously we could see all of them. So that's a big deal. But then also they took away the option to essentially collect money on Halo sales, right? And Halo sales, of course, being the extra stuff that you're selling in the same cart as the video that you've made. So if I made a video about this mouse and somebody bought, this is a mouse, and I bought B mouse, I would still make money on the B mouse if my video is the last one that person watched. And you're still going to be able to do that, but what we were doing is using Chrome extensions to help us collect, or to help us accept a campaign, a Creator Connections campaign for that B item, which was amazing. So instead of making the 20 cents on the sale, you might have made $2 on that sale.
Yeah.
And now not so much.
Yeah, that was the big bummer. But it was always a big question in my mind. And I heard somebody say it best the other day. They said, if something is too good to be true, it's probably just going to go away eventually. And so this was one of those situations where it's like, hey, we are kind of a part of this deal. And this is what I was talking to Matt about earlier. I'm like, well, I get it, because even as a brand, if I was a seller on there and Matt was like, hey, here's this trackpad, and then no one bought that trackpad, they bought a different person's trackpad, but then Matt just so happened to hit the button that goes and cross-references the transaction with the Creator Connections campaign, and then he gets it, and then all of a sudden that brand's paying him 20% for something that he didn't even really do. Like, he was just kind of
tangentially.
Yeah.
I was somehow a part of the transaction, but it was like Kevin Bacon. I was removed, several steps removed from it. And so Amazon said no more doing that. And if you're a brand, you want to pay people who make your product sell. And this was kind of like, did they really make your product sell? I mean, in the literal form, yes, because we were part of the click stream, but it wasn't my video. I don't know. It seemed like a roundabout way to connect the dots, and influencers were sucking up money big time. Some people were.
Yeah, I
Now we
mean,
can't do it anymore.
who's going to be mad about that though? I'm not, as an influencer, I'm just going to be like, cool, I'll collect that money. But Billy to at some point said like, but it kind of feels crappy for that brand that you did make the video for to no longer be making that money for you, like from you, essentially. You're helping somebody else sell the thing.
And you're still going to get the money for on-site. You just won't be able to locate that campaign and jump in on that campaign and get the higher commissions. It's the higher commission thing that went away.
Exactly.
Still going to get on-site credit for it, but this, Creator Connections campaign higher commission option on sales that you were kind of Kevin Bacon removed from, that's now gone.
Yeah, and so we're still getting those halo sales. So if somebody does click off my posted note video and get someone else's posted notes, I'm still going to get credit for that within inside of that category. It's just I can't chase down that campaign before they ship it and I get credit and go, oh, wait a minute, let me get this campaign, let me get this extra money, which I totally get it. I mean, I was hitting the button. I'm not like a saint when it comes to making a buck off the Amazon program. Like, I definitely think like, oh, that's the loophole. I just, in whatever. I mean, and I don't think Amazon, maybe that was part of their decision, but this seemed like a very global reports shift and probably a whole lot of back-end techie stuff that Matt could
It had to have been from
about,
merchants. Yeah. Merchants must have weighed in on this and put pressure. And plus, it's probably technically difficult to render all those reports. I mean, that takes processing power. It takes database hits. It takes,
Tell us, Matt. Tell us.
I know how it's all strung together under the hood because I did, server typology for, large website. People think a website is just a server that's connected to the internet. It's not. It's many servers. That's why when Amazon breaks, the whole site doesn't go down, but prices might not show up. Or, the descriptions might not be there, but everything else might be. That's because different servers handle the different little chunks of that page. And, that's
and those servers serve up different areas. I mean, I'm in Puerto Rico. Like, there's people complaining about all kinds of stuff going wrong. And I'm like, nothing's happening down here. Fine. The only time it's good. Normally I'm the guy going.
Balancing.
Nothing's
it's all
working.
Load balancing.
I would have thought you were having the issues. You were having the same sort of situations, but no?
No, not at all. I had a few messaging situations like hit and miss, but there was no like major outages of anything going on.
I heard that was it was related to code. They pushed new code and it broke a bunch of things, and then they rolled the code back, and it takes a couple hours to propagate through the whole platform before it's live.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine.
This past hiccup was code.
I make updates to my...
The hiccup before that, the global hiccup was a DNS thing. Something happened with the DNS record, and it just cascaded through everything like a bull in a china shop.
They didn't pay their bill for their URL.
Someone sniped Amazon.com.
Sold it back.
I'm sure that thing's paid for into the future.
I bet. Yeah, they'll just buy the company that bought it. They don't care.
Oh, I was just gonna say, can you imagine though if like Joe Schmo down the road was like, oh my God, Amazon.com is available.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be pretty funny. So, well, I want to jump into some like strategies moving forward, because I think a lot of people, especially new people, and this is one thing that I really, kind of harp on being in this program. I mean, I'm going on I think June or July or something like that is going to be my 5th year start, in this program. And I have seen everything that you can imagine that has worked and then stopped working, and then something else works and then it stops working. And I think for the, the people who want to play this game in the long run, especially like you guys are 4 years behind me essentially, And, you might get to this place where you're like, man, this is frustrating. Like, we're working hard, we're doing all this content, we're promoting all these links, and then Amazon's just going to put us in a black box, and now we can't see anything, and we don't understand our numbers and all this stuff. And I think it's one of those, situations where, from someone who's been in the game for a long time, it's like there's only one thing that is really going to keep you going, like, for a very long time. And you might think I'm going to say brand deals, and I'm not. I'm going to say making content. I'm going to say making videos. And
I was hoping you were going to call on me so I could say it.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead, Chrissy. I'll cue you up. What is it, Chrissy?
Make more videos.
Make more videos. And, even people will go, well, make more videos of stuff that's selling or whatever. I just think you make more videos, period. Because more videos is going to give more opportunity in the long haul. And there's a reason why my inbox is full of brand deals every day, all day long, 5 days a week. It's not because I'm out here crushing some YouTube channel or crushing some Instagram. It's just because I'm making more content, period. And every little piece of content is just a salesperson out there for the next opportunity that's coming up.
Yeah, but to play devil's advocate here, you're absolutely right as it relates to brand deals, right? So, making more content and it not super mattering about sales, that is 100% accurate as it relates to brand deals. It might not be so accurate for those people who are focusing, most of their stuff on Amazon money, or like maybe money, as you call it, right? Because if you're focusing so much, if you're focusing so much on Amazon, though, it does actually matter if it's selling.
Well,
but if you're focusing,
to be my own advocate here, I hope that this is a huge eye opener for a lot of content creators.
Yes.
To go, hey, I need to stop trying to be a commissioned salesperson on a platform that doesn't allow me to have any control of the sales process and become an actual business owner that creates content and that leverages content and leverages platforms. And I don't know that it's and once again, I always tell people this is like, you got to figure out what works for you. So if I had like a 9-to-5 job that I loved, I'm never leaving, I'm in it for the long haul, I actually wouldn't give a rip about anything. I wouldn't research a product. I wouldn't pull out a camera. I'd be shaky jakey with the iPhone all day. I'd create 10,000 videos a month. You guys would be like, who's this weirdo? I'd be on the news for like the weirdo that's like taking videos of tires in the parking lot. Like, people are like, get this guy out of here. What's his problem? I'd be that guy because I wouldn't care. Because like it's like,
see, I'm in side hustle mode, and there's many things that I align with the I don't care moniker. But
so get your phone out and go to the parking lot.
Yeah, shaky jakey.
Shaky jakey.
I've stopped myself from moving into other businesses because I'm like, I want to make videos. I'm like, should I buy this pallet of Target returns and then go sell it on whatnot? No, that's not the business I want to be in. I want to be in the business of making videos. I love making videos.
Yeah. That's my
it's easy to, I think, get caught up in that, though, for sure, because the sort of content creation game is like, just make money doing whatever kind of content creation you can do. And yeah, like you said, I mean, sometimes it can be really appealing to like, I'll use some of my Amazon earnings to go buy this pallet. Case in point, my closet full of crap that I bought from Billy on Whatnot.
I have a small pile as well.
Thanks. Yeah.
You're welcome for your $10 earnings.
These are actually my customers. I said with friends. I should have said live stream with customers.
Are you manually switching scenes? What's
who, me? No, that's
Zoom?
just something on Zoom. I have no idea. I've been on the same scene forever. But thanks for mentioning that. I'll switch over here just to change it up a little bit.
Oh, look at that.
Look at there. Here we go. I do live stream some.
I was wondering the same thing on that, Matt, because you get yellow surrounded too. So I thought that's what was happening.
Oh yeah, it's just when you guys talk on Zoom, that's all you're seeing there.
I'm sort of a Zoom noob. I play with ECAMM. I like ECAMM. But
this is in ECAMM, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm using Zoom for ECAMM to join this. So I'm in Zoom, but I'm using the ECAMM flavor of Zoom. It's a weird It's a
Somebody
nightmare.
should have taught me how to do that, because clearly, as we
Don't ask
started,
me.
I've been all over the place trying to figure out how to get this thing going correctly.
I
Sorry.
I'm not an
You're
expert
good.
with Zoom
So
whatsoever.
let's talk about some stuff that you plan on doing, because Chrissy, you and I do have a different mentality about this, because we're in two different worlds, and Matt and I have a different mentality about it, because my mentality as a full-time content creator, like, this is what I do. It's really important that I focus on the things that generate cash that I can personally scale, and those are making quality content quickly for brands. So I view my business as more of a micro media business, where the brand deals, the relationships, the resell, those two things are priority. And then the Amazon commission is just like icing on the cake, because I can't control that. And if I could control placement on the carousel, trust me, I would have more time than anyone, and I would be the only guy on every carousel.
Can't have everything
One
want.
might argue that you actually don't have, or you have, at least in the beginning, very little control over brand deals also, Billy. As I said to
disagree.
you, I know you do, but as I said to you the other day, you're like, I keep having so many emails come through. I can't keep up with all the work. I'm not having all those emails come through right now. Like, it ebbs and flows for me. So, like, and I like to think that I make really great videos, and when people get them, they say they're really great videos. But still, I'm not having that constant flow of brand deals like you are. And I think some of that has to do with, you've been doing it, like you said, for 400 years, and you have a gazillion videos. So yeah, like, you are able to control that a little bit more than, I think, especially people who are new. They're not necessarily controlling it as easily as you do.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. And I think I did get in early. I feel like I told somebody the other day, I'm like, I feel like this is my .com. Like, this live selling, shoppable content space is like my, it's like the thing that I found early that I'm like, okay, I can come in here and do this thing. Now, I don't feel like I've taken full advantage of it and scaled it at whatever, but I've created a lifestyle from it where I can just, work at the pace that I want to work. I'm not here to try to sell and scale a business. I'm here to, I live on a freaking island, debt free, and drive my golf cart more than I work, or I try to at least. And so, I think that is one of the things, but and it is a little bit harder now, but I do think that people sleep on the fact that they can go get business, but it is a sales job. Like, that is a sales job, but I can control that sales job. I can find new leads. I can do whatever. But when I post my content on Amazon, it's not like I can be like, oh, hey, Matt, you're browsing this phone case. Well, let me talk to you about this phone case real quick, and let me help you make a deciding fact. Like, I can't, like, get you over the line. Like, I can't ask you the qualifying questions as to why do you need this phone case or why do you not, and really help you. I'm just posting a video and hoping to God that it's the last video somebody watched before they make the purchase. And so it's like, and I understand the research and the sell-through rate and all that stuff. And then that just comes down to, like, I don't want to do that crap. Like, I can barely keep up with paying my phone bill on time. I don't want to try to think about how to go spend $2,000 on an office furniture that may or may not even see the carousel, which is crazy to me.
My goal this year is to start embracing the brand deals. First year was just make as many videos as possible. So I was full speed ahead, heads down, posting, grabbing creator connections, and just moving on. Now I'm selling products. I got revenue coming in from the sales, and I'm reaching out to brands, and I'm turning that spigot on, and it's starting to come through.
I would love to know how many millions of dollars of product is sitting in people's closets.
I have the exact amount. I have it. I could tell you.
Of course you do, Matt.
Yeah. Matt
knows what mine is too, and I don't. No, I'm just kidding. Well,
Matt, I'd be curious from your perspective as somebody who is newer. I bet the audience of the tens of people watching, would also like to know.
We rely on the replays here, okay, Chrissy? Chill.
Would also like to know, you just said you're reaching out to brands
Yeah.
and creating brand deals that way. So why don't you can you, if you don't mind, talk a little bit about that, what you're doing for that, not just waiting, because I do think you're right, Billy, like to some extent there is control in that. Like you can control your outreach, not just waiting for the emails to come. So, Matt, what are you doing to make
Okay.
that happen?
Couple things. You sort of tipped it off. Some of them find me. Some of them
Sure.
reach directly out to me from brand X, Y, or Z, and I work that way. And now I'm using the messaging in Creator Connections, the messaging tool, the Oink messaging tool, to reach out. So when I join a Creator Connections campaign, I send a little note to the company that I published a video with their product, and then I go on Amazon and I'll search for everyday carry knives, and I'll use the tools in the Oink extension to reach out to a bunch of those and request product. And they're like, oh, well, we don't want to give you one product, we want to give you 4. So I banged out those 4, and they're like, let us know if you want anything else. I'm like, okay. So I asked for a whole bunch more stuff, and now I'm getting another little basket full of things. So that's what I'm doing. And then the one person said, oh, thanks for letting us know you posted a video to our Creator Connections campaign. Can you do this in-wall installed fire place? I'm like, no, I can't. I can't do construction jobs. And they're like, okay, well, how about this $200 espresso machine? I was like, well, yes, I can do a video for that $200 espresso machine. So I'm using the tools on Amazon to reach out to brands now.
Yeah, and I'm just letting Christy adjust her camera there. And I think this is one of the things that people sleep on a lot, and I'm not sure. I hope it doesn't go away. But the ability to directly reach a brand on Amazon is abso-freaking-lutely bonkers. And people who are sleeping on this, you're missing out on huge opportunities. And so I've been flipping those deals. And I often joke around that I'm like a drug dealer. I give a little taste of the quality, I give a little taste of the thing, and then when they come back and go, hey, we want you to do another thing, I go, hey, yeah, about that. Here's this fee that I charge, and I was just testing some, things in the interim or whatever, especially after the holidays when it typically slows down a little bit. And so I think that's the difference, though, of just being like this commission salesperson versus a business owner. A business owner is responsible to do to find out what are those cash generating activities into their business. And once again, I understand, like, especially for like you guys are working full-time jobs. Like, you're like, hey man, this is like, slow down, dude. Stop. We're not your punching bags. Stop telling us we got to be salespeople. But it is one of those things where I think I do see a lot of people in this program who, who just don't keep up. I'm like, Jesus, I go in these Facebook groups and I'm like, please just read, just scroll, just do one long scroll and you're going to learn a lot of stuff really quick.
I got to be careful because I am a high producer. So when I talk this up, I'm like, oh, I made this. I'm like, well, not everyone is as fast as me.
True.
Not everyone is. So I got to really temper when people ask me about it, I think I gotta change my spiel, because not everyone can hit the ground running like I did.
Well, yeah, but I actually don't know that you should temper your spiel, because at the end of the day, people are constantly like, how are you making so much money? Everybody's making so much money. Well, you can't make a lot of money if you're gonna sit around and wait for money to come to you, right? Like, you're able to make money because you are hustling. So hustle.
Hustle, baby.
One
hustle.
friend of mine wants to be able to afford to go to a conference called Creator Camp. And I'm like, oh yeah, you should start this. You'll definitely have enough by the time Creator Camp comes around. And I look back at my thing, and I was making about 35 videos a month for the first 3 months. And the guy I'm helping, he made 30 videos in the first 2 months. So it's like it wasn't the same experience as me. Now, no shame on doing 15 videos a month for 2 months in a row to equal 30, but I'm just like, oh well, maybe he'll have just enough to go to creator camp at this pace. Like he's not at the same pace as me, but I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I think a lot of it is what people's goals are.
Yeah.
Well, I do want to see my friend at Creator Camp, though. He's a good guy. I'd like to see him.
Well, and the thing about that is it.
There's the secret to the internet: puppies.
That is the secret to the internet. Well, and I think that's just, the thing that people have got to realize. Like, it is work, and I understand pushing buttons on. And I'm not going to beat up on like Chrome plugins or extensions, but I get it. That's easy work to do that, but the work really comes in making the videos. And so, I'll get on a little bit of a tangent here because I've been getting brands who've been telling me, hey, we are not doing samples anymore. And I go, well, why not? Like, why are you not doing that? Well, we've got a lot of influencers who we send samples to who aren't doing the work, who are not making the videos. And so for somebody like me who,
with pitchforks,
I mean, for 5 years, I have educated brands and sellers about how this program works. I have shown up, I've put the work in, I've done almost 4,500 product videos. I've invested thousands of dollars into my setup to be able to push buttons and make this thing happen. And I have literally paved the way for you all of you all watching this who don't do freaking videos. I've done the work for you. So 1, you're welcome. 2, get off your ass and do what you said you're going to do. Otherwise, but here's the thing. I'm just a good sales guy. So I go, hey, look, I don't care what those bozos do. I'm going to do this like I did 4,400 other times. So just send me the product. And they do, but it's still frustrating to build in an industry for as long as I have, to have a bunch of noobs who can push a button on a plugin. And no offense to those plugins, I've made a lot of money with those Chrome extensions. But just because you can push a button and get something, if you don't have the workflow, if you don't have the whatever, just because AI can automate it for you, like, dude, don't be a bozo, don't be a clown, freaking show up and do the work. And by the way, that product sitting on a shelf in a box is not ever going to make you $1 unless you make a video about it and then you flip and sell it. Like, there you go. So anyway, there's my rant over. I'm not mad at you guys. You guys do what you say you're going to do, but I hate it. It's like, oh, our goal is not to see who can post the most packages on their front porch. That is not an Amazon influencer. All right? That's not a content creator. All right? Show me your freaking numbers on your Amazon page. I'm done. You guys better take it. You better take it away. Right. We got a question or two in the chat. Here we go. I don't know where these questions are going to come in at.
My chat's
do we? Because I'm looking at YouTube. I don't see any. Where else are you live?
I don't know. Just YouTube and yeah, this one came from YouTube. How are you? We're reaching out. Oh, how are you reaching out to brands? How do you find emails? So this is a great question. This is a very tough, time-intensive thing. So I think Creator Connections is a phenomenal place to reach out to companies. There are ways to get emails, especially if you do a collaboration with them one time. I'll just say this. Every box has literature on the inside of it. Every manual has an email attached to it. Every email has a person who checks it. Success leaves clues, my friends. Success leaves clues. I'm going to give another big one, and I've never said this before. I've never said this to you guys in private. I've never said this in public.
Okay.
I've never said it. And Chrissy is going away. We'll see if we can get her back in.
She's going to miss it. She doesn't want the knowledge.
Good Lord. It's like I'm a rookie. What is even happening?
Oh, good. She's still here. Okay. So find someone who says they do a lot of brand deals. Go find that someone and ask them, where do you do all these messaging at? And that someone is going to tell you on social media. They're going to tell you on Facebook. They're going to tell you Instagram. Go to their Facebook page. You guys listening? I hope somebody's freaking taking notes right now. Go to their Facebook page. Go to their friends list. Go find some people who have not the same names as the country we're from. Done. Reach out to those people. It
Love
works like a
Love
charm.
it.
There you go. Have I ever told you guys that?
Here's a fun anecdote. I pushed some buttons and earned some more money, kind of the opposite of what you were saying. But I started using Post Tap with the deep links. And the deep link got me a £1.56 sale or earnings because someone followed my Post Tap link on YouTube, and instead of it going to the US store, Post Tap directed it to the UK store. They made a purchase. It held my creator ID, and I got an off-site sale.
Let's go.
Let's go.
And all I did was start using a different link shortener. So to me, I clicked some buttons and a little bit of money fell out.
Nice.
Couple pounds. Well, £1
right.
and a few pence.
Yeah.
So
that's right. A lot of people sleep on the deep linking thing. So I know that you were hesitant to start it. So I'm happy that you made a little money on it. Good job.
Let's go.
I was hesitant. Thank you, Chrissy. You were the one who explained what deep linking was as it relates to the Amazon Influencer Program. I was still hesitant, but when I got the email from Amazon saying use Post Tap, I'm like, well, if they're telling me to use it, I'm going to start using it.
I actually don't know much about Post Tap itself. I use Genius Link.
Yeah.
Because doesn't Post Tap
money,
interface
Chrissy.
with Amazon?
It does.
Yeah.
It will even accept a Creator Connections campaign for you.
Oh.
It only works with Amazon links. It rejects all non-Amazon links.
Oh, yeah. I don't want that.
Oh, that's no good. Okay.
Raphael. What's up, Raph? Hope you're doing good, man. Raph and I are old Clubhouse buddies. We met on Clubhouse a long time ago.
You're showing your age.
I know. Clubhouse is still a thing. Speaking of monetization, they just did a monetization thing over there. So now you can. I made money just talking to somebody. I don't know. Somebody gave me money. I don't even know. But anyway, I was just over there and somebody gave me money. I was like asking, what the heck is this? And somebody sent me money. I'm like, let me ask that again. I'll keep asking. You guys keep sending money. Oh, man. But
ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching.
Let's see. What was the other question? How about let's see if I can read this. How about delivering the first video, following up with the link, and sending the media kits with the rates before reaching out again? Yeah, I think any time that you have the saying by Nora Roberts, I always get Nora Jones and Nora Roberts confused, is if you don't ask, the answer is always no. So it's like, I will ask anyone for anything that I want. And if that is money, I don't care. When I first started this business, everyone's like, oh, I'm reaching out to Creator Connections, getting free product. This is so great. I reached out directly to sellers. I got some free product. I made some kick-ass videos. I sent them. They loved it. I started charging. I would go up incrementally over time, $5 a video, up and up and up every quarter until I got to a place where the industry, because something is only worth what someone's going to pay for it. And I feel like in this particular industry, as a content creator in the Amazon Influencer Program, like there's kind of this window of money, and depending on, whatever, like people are going to pay a certain amount. And it's our job on the flip side, if we want to play in that game, to figure out how to serve that industry. And that's all I did, right? I didn't do anything special. I just figured out how to push buttons on my computer and push buttons on my Stream Deck and my foot pedal and use multi-cameras to be able to create 25, 35 videos a day if I want to, and do that at 25 to $50 a video. And then people are like, well, that's too cheap. You're being too cheap. You're ruining the industry. Blah, blah, blah. No. I'm just the Starbucks of video. That's all I'm doing. I'm not a Hollywood producer. I'm not producing Hollywood videos. Now, it may look like I am to some of you all, but I'm not, So.
Buy me a coffee.
Yeah, it's like.
And also, I was just going to say, also to speak to the last question about delivering the first video and then following up with link. I think, Billy, it was you who actually said on, I don't know, some video recently about it is sort of out there in the industry of like, well, if you're getting the product for free, like if you've asked for the product, then you don't need to charge. And if if they reach out to you, then you can charge. And it was you who was like, but why? Like, why do we need to have them ask us? And I thought that's brilliant. And also the other thing you said was, you talk a lot about how collecting email addresses is so important for your brands because that's how you're going to contact them. That's what puts you in control of the exchange. So what I've started to do is when I send the link back to the brand, which by the way, everybody should be doing whether you're getting paid or not because you're creating a relationship. But when I send it out, I will then say, or excuse me, when they send me the thing saying, "Hey, sending you your sample," I'll say, "Cool. What's a good email address for me to send it to?" So that helps me collect their email addresses. So I think that's a really good way that started to help me a little bit collect those.
And here's doing that. I'm stealing that, Chrissy.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I stole it from Billy. So.
Okay.
So, and I think another thing too is like understanding the importance of owning those relationships. Now, the beauty is we have Amazon allowing us to reach out to these sellers and start to build that catalog, that relationship. So over the past 4 years that I've been doing this brand deal stuff pretty heavy, I've collected over 1,000 emails. So God forbid Amazon wake up tomorrow, if Amazon even wakes up, I guess they don't even sleep. But if they wake up, if their robots just decide, hey, Billy we don't like him anymore, we're going to kick him out of the program. Well, now, if the people who just rely on Amazon, now they're fully exposed. Now their money's gone. They're cooked. But I'm not cooked because I have a skill set of making videos. My business is not commission sales. My business is I am making product demo videos for Amazon sellers, for e-commerce sellers. And so therefore I can take my skill set, reach right out to them. And if I'm in a desperate situation, you guarantee, I don't care what any guru says, I will sell every right to every video that I've ever made in my entire life for as dirt cheap as I can, just to make sure I'm making money to provide the lifestyle I want to provide. And so I think that is the big eye opener when stuff like this happens. And you're talking $6,000 a post I saw earlier today where guys like, I just lost $6,000 because of this change that was made in software, but it's their playground, dude. They can turn the lights off and say, hey, you don't have to go home, but you got to get the heck out of here. And that's what happened to us this week. And I hope it's just a big eye opener for a lot of us, that not that you have to put your eggs in the brand deal basket, and not that I put all my eggs there either. I'm like diversified in multiple different revenue streams as a content creator. And I'm really focused on, leveraging my skill set to build a business long-term, not just short, quick-term, wins or whatever. So that's my big hang-up on all this stuff is like, what if Amazon goes away? Then what?
Yeah. I think that also, though, you speak from a perspective of confidence, for the record. And I'm not sure if you realize that like your frame of mind and your perspective is far more confident than the average beginner. And I'd actually be curious if you always have been this confident in terms of like, yeah, this is a micromedia business. Like that was a hard thing for me to like, wait a minute, what? I guess it is. I guess I'm not just creating videos for Amazon. Like, and yeah, I think it does sort of depend like where you want it to go, right? So you are
100%.
doing it full time and not everybody is. And some people are like, I just want to make a car payment. And cool. Like, you can build this as much as you want to build it. And if you want to just be an Amazon creator, you can do that. But 100%. If you're trying to build something that is lasting, like what you've done, I think that having that like switch in your brain is a hard thing for people who are just starting to think like, is that something I can do? Or is he able to do it because he's been doing this for a while? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's fair. I mean, I do think it's fair, and my wife reminds me this all the time. She's like, honey, you go hard in the paint on people. You tell everyone they should be doing Amazon. You're like, but you have a skill set that not everyone has. And I totally get that. And I think people like yourself and like Matt, Matt's been doing live streaming for, what, Matt, a decade or more?
And Yeah, 11 years.
Yeah, so for him to show up and go on camera and make 600 videos in a year,
And video editing, like VFX style video editing. I do the clone effect. I frame by frame, rotoscoping, the whole
don't listen to Matt.
Layer
Jesus.
masks, everything. Like,
what are you even saying?
Well, that was my awakening when I had the first conversation with Billy. I was putting 2 weeks into videos, laboring over every second, syncing it up to the music and just cutting, and like it was multiple rounds of editing, getting it tighter and tighter and tighter. Wow. He's like, yeah, I turn on my camera and talk for a minute and clip off the first 3 seconds when I push the button and then clip off the last 3 seconds when I turn it off. And then I just upload the video. I'm like, get out of town. I'm like, shut the front door. I'm like, how can I get in on that? And he's like, oh, and I'm making bank too. I'm like, sign me up. What am I even doing? I want that business. So
the stuff you learn in the hotel lobby, Matt, the stuff you learn in the hotel lobby. Well, you know, and now I don't even cut off the end of it. I've figured that out where I don't have to cut the end. I still cut the front just because I give myself a couple seconds.
Foot pedal, probably.
I was just gonna say, why aren't you using your pedal? Why do you need to do that?
Well, this was back in 2024 when we had the conversation.
Yeah, but he still says he does it.
I didn't have my foot pedal. I cut the front of it off just because I give myself a couple seconds. Because sometimes I love ECAMM, but sometimes the beginning of the video will just like glitch a little bit for some reason. Might be my computer, it might be something. But anyway, it'll like sometimes it'll jump a frame or two. So instead of me, so I'll just like hit record. I'll wait a couple seconds. I'll smile. I'll act like I'm so happy, and then I'll make the video. But you know, that's just the style of business that I like doing anyway. And it's like, and I get it. It's not everyone's personality. Not everyone enjoys showing up to the unknown of like, how am I even going to make this video? But you know, somebody could send me a video, but after you do it so many thousands of times, it's like, dude, I know what a 3-in-1 charger video is going to look like. I can make one in my sleep. Don't really care. I got it. I got all the stuff laying on my desk. You can send me 1,000 of them right now. I'll finish them by the end of the week. Like, I will crush those things out. And so repetition rules. It's like, once you figure this out, then what happens too is the more products you get in these different categories, the more you're going to be seen. And this is why I always say, just make videos anyway. Like the time that it takes you to sit down at your desk, open up Amazon, open up whatever software, look at it, go, oh, well, that had 50 sales. I just don't know. Let me get in my Facebook group. What do you guys think? This has 50 sales. Do you think I should make the video or not? Like, who cares? You could have made 28 videos in the time that you looked at the one product. And it's like, and you could be getting Halo sales or whatever, or just notice, just building your portfolio, building your skill set. That way, when a company does reach out to you and go, hey, I want to pay you $50, you're not freaking out going, well, how am I ever going to make that video? Because you made 1,000. So you're like, cool, yeah, $50, let's go. I don't care. I can make it in 3 minutes. And so it is that mindset.
That speaks to the skill set. True. We have a skill set. But as far as video goes, and video's not the easiest thing in the world, but this is the lightest touch video, I think, out there in any business. These 100%. Are, I mean, the bar is not very high for Amazon influencer videos. They're really not. They want it to be genuine. They want it to be from real users, people coming in with high-end equipment, and it's like, it's kind of not preferred. not with the high-end equipment, but like, you know, the overlays and the transitions and all that. No. That's too much.
There's a fine line, right, between that overproduction and shaky jakey, as Billy calls it, right?
Yeah.
Still have good camera, good image, good audio, good lighting. Like that's always needed. But this high-end video effects type of crap, no, that's not what's wanted. So.
And I just want to show everyone something. Look at this little, I don't know if you can see it on there. Look at that little green dot. Literally, just look at it when you're recording the video. Not yourself. Look at the dot, because that's where the lens is. So
look into the glass.
You'll
lens.
close more deals, I promise, looking into someone's eyes than you will looking at yourself. So I don't hate the phone. I just hate how people use the phone. But you're right, Matt. Just a little.
I was just going to say that I actually started to do better with that when I did away with a phone camera and got a camera because I turned the monitor around. So I don't even have a choice. I just look at the lens. And that makes a huge difference. Or like you can do that on your phone too. Just use the back camera instead of your front camera and you won't be tempted to look at yourself.
Let's see, we got another question here. Says, I'm aware of the Amazon change, but how did the software change make those people lose money? So, I mean, we're all... I just made myself disappear.
You're a disembodied voice.
Let's see if I can make myself reappear. Where did that camera go?
Turn the eyeball back on the overlay.
I'm looking for it.
Jesus.
It's like he's never done this before, Matt. I don't even know.
Switch to a different scene. There you go.
I haven't done that. I wanted you guys to hang out by yourselves. I was trying to. That landed right on the same X as my window, so I just hit the wrong one.
Wow, funny.
But anyway, so we're all just assuming right now what's happening. I don't think any of us know, but it is seemingly that Amazon not only deleted the reports or whatever, got rid of them, but then they've kind of backtracked into last month and have like now taken away earnings, which nothing's finalized, but also that's why they get
earnings that weren't posted. Weren't
no,
finalized.
they weren't finalized because they get 60 days to finalize the earnings before they pay out, and that's probably what they're doing. So, I mean, hopefully it's just a glitch because there does seem, like Matt said, there's a bunch of software changes. So, hopefully.
Wait, a glitch with Amazon? That would be weird.
You're right. What was I thinking? I'm a silly little boy. What is that?
You're a silly goose.
I'm so silly.
Yeah, the front end is always perfect. Like the buying experience, adding it to the cart, checking out, always smooth, because that's where the bacon comes from.
Yeah.
The tools they give the influencers, we're like the kids in the back of class. It's like we're
back here using sticks and rocks.
Held together with bubble gum and rubber bands.
Man, when I run the Amazon influencer program at Amazon, it's going to be different, y'all.
Dude, let's go. That would be so dope if somebody we knew started running that. It's probably just some bot back there. Like,
this would be a ball buster. It's like, it's like, we need more budget. We need to hire 50 more developers. We need these reports to come through flawless every time.
Dude,
did we answer the question you found and then you X'd out by accidentally?
Oh, yeah. She was just saying, how is it that they're losing money after the change? But I'm saying they're just going back into last month. Seemingly, Amazon's going back into last month and removing some earnings, which I did see about, what did I think? I said maybe maybe close to $1,000 missing. Now, if I remember correctly, I look at it occasionally, but it's not like I write it down. Maybe I should start writing it down so I can start complaining online in these Facebook groups. I feel important. But
you could join the everybody else doing the same thing.
Yeah, everybody. You know what? I'm thankful for the deal makers community. Like, we don't really focus on data, reports, software. I mean, I feel bad for these software developer guys. I'm like, the amount of customer service they're doing right now, I'm like, whew, sorry.
Yeah.
It's not a business I want to be in, software development. That's a thankless job.
I will say to Fizz's credit, for those of you who don't know, Fizz is the creator of Oink. To his credit, he has over and over and over again, every single time there's a change like this, all he ever says is, make more videos. And that truly is so much what this is about. And if people spent less time bitching in these Facebook groups, sorry, can I say that on your live, Billy?
You just did. I don't. No problem.
If they spent less time in the Facebook groups complaining and more time hitting record, they would be a whole lot less pissed off about this stuff. Just hit record and move on to the next product.
That's it.
Yeah, that was the
delayed.
sensor coming in too late.
Oh, you should always have the sensor at the ready when I'm on a live.
Oh, that's so funny. I guess live TV you have like what, an 8-second delay, and then you can just overlay it on there or something. So anyway, yeah, I think it's true. I mean, I think it's just make more videos, because when I started the reason why I joined the Amazon program is I was in a Clubhouse room. My friend Monty was in there. There was several guys that were in the influencer program, and they were like, "Dude, you got to go live. You got to live sell. It's so crazy. We go on there. We're just holding stuff up and talking about it. We're making all this money. It's insane." And so I'm like, "Yeah, okay, sweet." So I spend months getting my Instagram account ripe for Amazon. I finally get in. I start going live. There is no money, and I'm going, "You guys told me all this money was flying into your pockets." And they're like, "Yeah, that stopped. We don't know what's going on." And we're like, "What?" And so then it was probably like a month or two later, shoppable videos came out. And then it was like, oh, shoppable videos? This is the thing. Like, everyone, shoppable videos, And then that's when I started like hammering that. And, back in the day, it was the good old days, which we'll talk about these days being the good old days. And it was like 30 videos, but it was making like $600 a month off 30 videos. I was like,
yeah.
And so my assumption was like, this is going to scale. I am going to be a multimillionaire because I've only created 30 videos. I'm not a multimillionaire. It did not scale.
Spoiler alert, not a multimillionaire.
And everything changes, and it's like, so that changed, and then that went from like horizontal, videos, like 2-minute videos, 5-minute videos, and then it was like vertical was the new thing, and then everyone switched over to vertical, and it was like, oh, vertical, and Amazon was pumping money into people's pockets to create vertical content, and then guess what? Poof, that went away, and there was a big exodus. I think people got smoked after the live stream thing and then the vertical videos. There's a huge amount of people who are like, screw this, I'm going back to my real job.
But don't you think live stream is still coming? I think Amazon has not figured out how to properly monetize live stream. I mean, if any of y'all listen to Gary Vee, he will not stop beating that drum. And, the drum of whatnot. And this, to respond sort of to what Matt was saying earlier, like wanting to sort of get into like something else, another way to make money, like buying a pallet of goods or whatever. That's exactly what keeps happening to me with live streaming. I'm like, but everybody says it's live streaming, so maybe I got to get on Whatnot. Maybe I should do Amazon Live. And I genuinely think it's still going to come for Amazon for live. It's just not there yet.
Well, I think it's a lot of different things. So first of all, like the big players in the live stream for new products was probably TikTok. So I think TikTok came in, they crushed the live game. They really incentivized influencers, they incentivized brands. And so like in the new product category, I think TikTok was just like crushing it. And I don't know why Amazon gave up on it, because it was doing well, I think, but maybe not as well as shoppable content. And maybe they were just like, you know what, who cares? Like, it's, just upload your video and get compensated. Because there's a beauty of that, right? It's like uploading to YouTube. It's like I get monetized on YouTube, I upload, I can earn off of video for years and years and years. Now, the problem, I think a lot of people think that about Amazon, is the product has a shelf life, especially depending on what product. Is it fast fashion? Sure. What do you got? 3 months? It's over. For me, it's like the newest iPhone is going to come out and this iPhone case is going to be irrelevant. It's like nobody cares anymore. And so I think there's like this shelf life that continues to happen. And so, I think TikTok crushed in the new product game. Whatnot came on the scene with the used products. But then what Whatnot did was they went and they just got a bunch of these liquidation companies to come in and start selling stuff pennies on the dollar. So the true reseller, and Gary Vee, whatever. I mean, Gary Vee's like, live sell on Whatnot, blah, 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 whatever, dude. You're selling like your little cards that you make, okay? We get it. It's like, you are getting $100 for every person who signs up for Whatnot under your link. We get it.
Right.
Shut the hell up. Nobody cares. That's a business. That is what he does. He probably made investments into it, and he's pumping it up, doing his thing, which is totally fine and fair in capitalism at its finest. But I think everything has the WORK attached to it. I've sold over 2,000 products on Whatnot. It is not an easy task to do. Even when you got great people like yourselves coming on and supporting the stream, probably buying stuff you didn't really want to. You're just trying to help me out and try to get the bids up and all that stuff. I know both of you do that, so I appreciate you. And so,
Guilty.
you know,
Speaking of supporting the live stream, if anybody's watching, we sure would appreciate if you'd like the video so that more people will see it.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you so much. Just hit that little like button.
Yeah, exactly. And you can buy me a
just
coffee.
like that, Matt.
No, I'm just kidding. You can't buy me.
Speaking of people
How about the
watching,
big like button? I got a bigger
speaking of people watching, we do have somebody who asked a question. What's the most videos you have finished in a day for they want every one of us to answer that.
14.
I think
14 for me.
my max was 27.
Good Lord.
I've done 35 in one day. But
Show off.
But I will say it was not 35. Like, it was very easy. Like, it was a brand deal situation.
Wasn't it clothing?
It was
I think you said that one
clothing,
time.
and it was not. My deal was I don't iron it. I don't do anything. I bring my overhead camera in and show all the stitches or whatever. So that was the fastest one.
You don't even put it on?
No. That's why. Yeah, I mean, I wear a black shirt. Look how stylish I am. This is my work outfit.
It's your uniform.
It's my uniform. So yeah, I think that, but yeah, 16. But those are, and I've seen people do like 75, 100. What?
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
I don't know. I don't watch those videos, but anyway.
Yeah, it's also like how much, like what kind of a video are they doing for that
quick
many
one,
in
I
a
hope.
day? Yes. Yeah, exactly. But also like if you're just talking about, a box of Tic Tacs and you're doing a video on it, okay, it's not going to take very long. If you're talking about a tablet, it's going to take you a lot longer. So yeah, I mean, sort of depends on
And
what
if it
you're
needs
doing.
B-roll,
Oh, Leslie,
that's all.
I see your comment. I see your comment on Facebook. Did I miss a comment?
Oh, we're on Facebook too.
Oh, are we
Hi,
on Facebook
people.
too?
Yeah, we're on my Facebook and my YouTube. But I did not see the comment that you got. So
Well,
maybe-
that's on YouTube.
Yeah, I may not be getting comments on here. I don't know.
Bummer.
We'll see. But anyway, well, cool. Well, that's it. You guys want to do this again sometime? You guys like this panel
Yeah.
discussion?
We'll fire it up sometime. Let's
I
go.
like Chrissy. Chrissy pushes back on my ideas, on my big brain ideas.
I think you have brilliant and great ideas, and I'm constantly learning from you. And also, I think it's important for you to remember that not everybody's
That's
as
fair.
seasoned as you.
That's
And
fair.
so
I'm
for
just
new
trying to
people to
turn this
know
into a
that
real
that's
business.
aware. What's that, Matt?
I'm just trying to turn it into a real business. That's the goal in 2026. Do it for reals.
Do it for reals with a Z.
Yeah.
We have
Yeah.
another question. Do you have a daily goal of videos you make every day?
Sometimes I don't make videos during the day. I do a lot of mine on the weekend. So
Yep, same.
If I do 20 a week, I'm happy.
Yeah. If
I have zero.
Go
I
ahead.
have zero amounts of goals for the number of videos that I'm making now. When I first started, I was wanting to make as many as I possibly could, and now I'm trying to look for a little bit more balance in my life, and so I don't do that. I'm not
Yeah.
doing that anymore.
I don't have a video goal. I have a revenue goal. So that's what I have every day. And as long as that revenue goal is it doesn't have to be that every single day, because I just know I'm not going to hit that every day. There's no business on earth that hits every revenue goal every single day. But if the average at the end of every month is where I want it to be, then I'm pretty happy with that. And then
because
really, at the end of the year is when it matters the most.
That's what I was going to say. If you want, can you maybe talk a little bit about that in terms of, it's my understanding, didn't you like sort of work backwards? Like, this is how much I want to make in a year. And in order to make this much in a year, talk about that a little bit, Billy.
Yeah. I mean, that's it. That's basically what I did. I said, here's the number I want to make. And then what are the cash generating activities that I got to do every single day to like make that happen? And then once you have so when I first started these brand deals, I gave myself 90 days. It wasn't like I just quit my job. Like, I had a podcast that was fully monetized. I was a partner with somebody, I had other business stuff going on. And then when I started putting my toes in the Amazon water, I just gave myself a time limit and just said like 90 days, either I poop or get off the pot. Like there's no sitting around, you know, I'm either this is going to make money or it's not going to make money. Like it's going to be something I can really run with, or, you know, or not. And so once I had that first 90 days, and here's the funny part, I think everyone should get through the first year because you just don't know what you don't know. This is why I never started teaching people anything until like year number 3, because I didn't know what I didn't know. And so after the first year, I really learned like, oh, March through December 15th is bonkers. It's like March is new product season. So right now is brand deal season. I just got 3 of them while we're sitting here on this live show. And so like that's new product launches, brand deals are lining up. And then it kind of goes steady Eddie. And then come October, it goes balls to the wall and it's just all crazy through the holidays. And then January kind of dies down, and then February kind of basically stops because of the Chinese New Year. So it'll be one, but if you have the business established, you get smart. And my first January, February was Ghost Town. And I learned a hard lesson because I hired someone that holiday season before because I was doing 250 videos a month. And so I thought I was king of the castle and got to January and was like, oh, this is not a business. Like I'm dead. Like, sorry, dude, I can't pay you anymore. I see you later. You know? And so, you know, then I learned like, oh, if I want to be busy in January and February, I need to build business all through the holidays and not take my foot off the gas. And then especially in February, I need to work hard in January. And luckily this year, Creator Connections was that for me. Like it was one of those things where I had a plan to try to increase the resale side of my business because I've done $30,000+ per year just reselling the products. And then I moved to Puerto Rico and I'm like, you guys know, because you hear me complain like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm going to do. I got to do this and whatnot's this thing and the shipping's crazy. And however, I gave myself a problem that I had to solve. The reason why I started reselling products is because I had a huge problem, which I had 800 products all in my office space when I first started this business. That's a problem I had to solve. And now I'm in Puerto Rico, and then I'm like, I gave myself a problem in January because I thought I could sell all this stuff on Whatnot, and it just didn't work out the way I thought it was going to. And now I gave myself a problem to solve, and I did 137 videos in January. And so now I'm like, all right, now what do I do?
And look at you. What happened when your back was against a wall? Look at what happened.
I went to a market.
Pile of product he needs to sell.
And if
little piggy went to the market.
Little piggy went to the market, and he doesn't speak the language, and he still sold a bunch of stuff. So I don't want to hear anybody complaining. No, I got it hard. I live on an island where nobody wants to send me products. I got to beg and fight, and I still get paid to do them. So it's like, and that's where I just don't have a lot of room for people to be like, man, this isn't work. It isn't working if you don't work it, period. I'm 5 years in, Amazon has come and gone, income has come and gone, and I'm still building a business. And so it's possible. And I just want people to know that. And that's why I go so hard in the paint over brand deals and just owning a business and not being a commission salesperson. You don't own the business if you're working on a commission sales job. There you go.
Yep.
That's the end of my rant.
Preach.
I can dig it.
Let's see. I
People
average
should be
4 to
plugged
6K.
into the deal makers community
what are
now
we
that
doing?
this change happened. Let's go.
I know. I actually told somebody, maybe I told Christy that. I'm like, well, deal makers is about to get spiked because everybody's going to freak out.
Speaking of deal makers community, Billy's going to link that below. So if you are interested in being a part of the awesome community of deal makers, you should do that. And if all the things that Billy's talking about today has really, struck a chord with you, you should definitely do some more in-depth coaching with him. Right, Billy?
You. That's right. My asynchronous coach. What do you guys think about that? Do you guys like that? I think
it's fantastic.
All the time.
The Volley is so good of a platform because you just blurt out what you want on video. And then when they get a chance to respond, they respond on video. We don't have to schedule a time when you're both available and jump on a Zoom. Too much effort. Volley is the jam. I love it.
It's
Also,
fun.
the cool thing about it is that I know Matt just talked about the video, but it doesn't have to be video. That's what's cool about it.
Yeah,
If you,
text,
just
audio.
woke up and your hair is a mess, you don't want Billy to see you like that. It's okay. You can just do audio or type it, whatever you want.
Even drop in a photo. How about
Yeah.
that? All the medias. It does all the
All of
medias.
them.
That's right. It's pretty cool. It's a good idea. The asynchronous coaching is pretty rad.
Yeah,
It
and
is.
I
And
charge.
I have affiliate code.
And I charge per month. And I charge per month, which I thought was a good price. And then I started looking at what other people charge per phone call, and I'm like, oh, I am way underpriced. I'm like,
Yep.
I'm giving a lot of
Quick.
value for $97 a month. Most people are charging that per 30 minutes. And I'm like, holy
Jump
smokes.
in quick before Billy changes his mind.
That's right.
Well, you
He's
know,
coming to his senses.
the beauty is like the first week when people jump on that is real busy for me. Like it's real busy, but people are just getting like the flow, the idea, kind of working out the kinks. And it's really paid off for a lot of people. I mean, we had one lady jump in and she did a $300 deal after I just tweaked her pitch. She just sent me her pitch. I said, oof, let me just fix this for you. She fixed it. She emails me back or messaged me or whatever. It's like, oh my God, I just sent this to a brand and got a $300 collaboration. Thank you. And it paid for the whole 3-month commitment that she made. So, yeah, it works. You know, it works good. Whatever. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and toot my own horn. I just think the people in that community.
It's called
though,
selling, Billy.
I know. Well, while we're selling, let me tell you about my all-star Tiffany. Tiffany came into the program. And she made $70,000 last year. Isn't that insane?
That's right.
Yeah. So she crushes it. It was good. Anyway, let's see. This person says, I average 4 to 6K a month right now, Amazon commissions plus brand deals plus reselling, but I'm determined to get to 10K months. Any advice? I had 1,400 videos on my storefront, platinum advice. My advice here is to the things that are making you the most amount of money is continue to do those things. I'm a big person. I just look at something and go, oh, this is cash flow. I'm going to double down on that. I'm not going to get distracted. I'm not going to worry about, what's not working or what could work or what everyone else is doing. And that's the reason 5 years later, I'm still in this program. And a lot of people I was in there with are not, because TikTok became a thing. Everyone jumped ship and went to TikTok. And I just go like, I don't create content for TikTok. There's no way I'm going to do TikTok. Like I'm going to keep my head down. I'm going to keep grinding. I'm going to keep making moves. And then the other thing would be figure out how to increase those rates with those brands. What are the other offers that you can stack on top of those? Like maybe it's right now you're just saying, hey, I'm going to provide a YouTube or not a YouTube, an Amazon video. But can you upcharge a YouTube video? Can you upcharge a placement somewhere else? And this is the thing about content creation. This is why I monetize podcasts on episode number 5, is because I looked at my whole ecosystem as a content creator. And, I didn't think about Matt. Matt, my God, he's all over the internet every single day, 5 days a week, doing a live show. He has so much placement opportunity if he wanted to go get a sponsorship deal that he could sell every one of those placements. And so when I was doing the podcast, I went and pitched a $10,400 sponsorship deal because of the placement and because I was cooking those ads into the podcast. So my whole sales pitch was like, name one advertising medium that's going to charge you one time for a lifetime ad. And they're like, there's not one. I go, yeah, I know. I know my podcast is small, but this is going to live in there forever and ever and ever unless the account gets taken down. But YouTube is free, so unless they start charging, probably not going to remove this content. And so I think it's just thinking about things like that and what services can we offer? Can we reach out to those same brands and go, hey, look, I know I created an Amazon video for you. Does your client or do you, if it's a, whatever, depending on who they are, do you guys need other type of content for other platforms? Can I sell some usage rights to you? And keep your videos on file, because I have companies will reach back out to me a year later and go, hey, that video you made, we want to buy that now. We're ready to buy it. And I go, cool, here you go. And I just send them the file. It doesn't happen often, but it's a nice little $250, $300 bump when it does happen. And so I think that's just the thing, like look at your skill set, look at the problem you're solving, and understand that what we do, in my opinion, as Amazon influencers and as product video creators, is we're educating an audience about a product and we're taking away the friction in the sales process. I am not a commission salesperson. I cannot be, because I cannot control that sales process. Otherwise, I would be making a lot more money if I was doing that. So anyway, I think those are some things. Probably not super like ABC, but something to think about, hopefully. Anyway.
And trying to overcome objections. So when, to what you were saying, Billy, like layering like a YouTube video. Personally, I try to post all of my videos on YouTube, but the brands don't know that. So if, I'm going to try and sell this brand to pay me $30 for a video, but then upcharge them for YouTube to post it on YouTube too, and they come back and they say, sorry, I can't do it for $30. I say, okay, how about $25 and I'll post it to YouTube for you. Oh,
Yeah.
well, okay. So being able to, negotiate your way out of those things so that you can make a little extra money. And again, even if I'm going to post it to YouTube anyway, they don't know that.
Yeah, I mean, well, and that's the thing. And also, it's just priority. Like, I had a brand reach out to me and say, hey, can you do another free video? Because I did a free video through Creator Connections. And I was like, hey, I'm busy now with paid collaborations. That's actually my business. I was just testing some stuff in January, February, and now it's a fee. And they go, well, I don't want to pay the fee. I want it for free. And I go, okay, well, that's fine. You can do it for free because I want the product anyway because I can just resell it. But you're in the back of the line. And the more people who pay me is the more back of the line you get. So if I do 10 deals this next week, you're 10 deals. So this might draw you out 3 months. I mean, there's no guarantee. Or if I'm not busy, I'll just do the videos. But all free collaborations go to the back of the line. Paid collaborations go to the front of the line. And it's pretty simple. It's like you pay premium you pay the premium price, you get the premium service. It's just like anything else in life. But I do think that sometimes we feel like we are at the mercy of the brand, and it's got to be a partnership. And so when somebody says, oh, we don't have a budget, I don't want to pay you, I go, well, are you getting paid? You're an agency. Most people are agencies. Are you getting paid? You're making money off my video. I want to make money off my video too. Well, you're going to get the commission.
To be clear,
I'm not a commission salesperson, so I'm a video creator. It's just
to be clear, Billy, will you say those actual words?
I will pull them up in my email and show them on the screen. I say some of the craziest stuff you could ever imagine because there's just, you have to take, no one's going to take up for you. No one's going to say, oh, you know what, Matt, you're right. You do make good videos. I'm going to pay you.
At least use phrases like, I can't pay my rent with that. I need actual cash.
I told somebody, like, my mortgage guy doesn't take power banks. I'm sorry. I'm going to need some money with it. I've said that same line. It's like, but if you understand, most of these companies are based in China, and I've worked with Chinese companies for 2 decades in the screen printing promotions world, ordering custom products and all this stuff, and that is just part of the culture. There is negotiation. It's like, you better be ready to negotiate. Like, just be ready. And if you got a price at $500 and come down to $250, great, negotiate. Who cares? But the most important thing is you show up, you do the freaking video, you do it quick, you do it when you say you're going to do it, and you'll get more work. There's a reason I'm busy. It's because I show up and do what I say I'm going to do, and I do it quickly. So, anyway, hopefully that helps some people. I'm ranting tonight. You guys got me ranting. You guys are like,
I love that you're pretending like you're not ranting every day.
You guys are like, dude, we hear this in our group, and now we got to get on a live show with you and hear this crap again.
Rant is the default with Billy.
I'm paying
It's
these
part of
guys.
your charm, Billy.
Yeah, well, my wife is probably like, thank you guys. I don't have to hear it when he comes home.
Well, got it out of your system for her. There you go.
But I mean, honestly, do I think it is a good business if you think about it in the terms of like, I'm providing a service for these companies, because you won't be afraid to ask then. But if it's like, oh my God, I just need to get this video because it's maybe going to pay me 20% on a carousel, I'm not waking up.
Well, I think it's a power position, right? Like, it's putting yourself in the driver's seat instead of being, driven around in an Uber. Those things are very different. And how you respond to people when you're the one in control changes when you're like, no, but please, can we maybe have a deal together? It's different.
Yeah.
It feels different.
Well,
It feels different to them
yeah.
too.
And it's just confidence. It's just confidence to say, hey, look. And then once you get to a certain place, I leverage every little. I didn't even know what a platinum creator was. I've been probably platinum since they started platinum. I don't even know what that was. I had no clue. I saw it on my account, top creator, whatever. I never even started leveraging that until people in the Oink community was like, yeah, I just told people I'm a platinum creator. I'm like, all right, well, if you guys are hundreds of you are telling people you're platinum, that I'm going to start telling people I'm platinum. So I don't know if it did good, but it's like, that's a value proposition. I'm platinum. I did 4,300 collaborations. I'm like, my profile generates millions of dollars in revenue per year. Like, what are we talking about? You got money. You got a brand. I've started brands. They take budgets, and you can afford to pay me, especially $25 or whatever, or $50 for a video that's going to be on there forever talking about your product. So,
Yep.
Anyway, lots of good stuff. You guys are awesome. Thanks for jumping on. And Chrissy, have a great
Thanks for having
vacation.
us.
Thank you.
That was at 2 hours.
Have
Jesus,
fun.
what are we doing?
Taking the RV out.
Going on a cruise, actually.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You
Nice.
told me about that.
You
Yes.
coming to San Juan? You coming to Puerto Rico? Is that one of your
No,
stops?
but you could bet if I was, I'd be looking you up.
Yeah,
Maybe
well,
find your
Mojitos
market and
for
buy some
me.
stuff while I was there.
yeah, I'm on the other side of the island, but I'd drive out there to see you. So
It's a huge island, I know.
I mean, it does take 3 hours, 2 hours to get to San Juan. 3 hours to get. I'm on the very far west coast, so it takes me 3 hours to get to the other side.
Oh,
But
well,
it's-
fine.
Yeah, it's all right. I would make it. I would fly in my helicopter over there.
There you go.
Thank you so much to the people who popped on and were joining us live. We do appreciate it a lot. That makes things more fun when we can be answering your questions than just bantering back and forth. But I love a
Yeah.
good banter, clearly.
Yeah, we have to find more. There's no drama in this industry. I like watch news and stuff, and I'm like, oh man, there's so much like bickering and arguing. I'm like, we need to find some diverse personalities who are like, no, brand deals are the only way, and commission is stupid.
That's what we need. We need more friction between the co-hosts. There we
Yes,
go.
that's right.
Chrissy, you're wrong. You're wrong. Everything you said is wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've seen your videos. They're not near as lit as mine. Oh,
My
man.
son would yell at me if I used the word lit. He said I'm not allowed to use that word.
Oh, hey, there's Paul.
26.
Paul's been hanging out, I guess. I haven't seen him in the chat, but
Hey.
he just got approved. Oh, okay, glad.
did.
you
Hi,
got him.
Paul. Thanks for being here.
Cool. Well, I'm good. I would say it's late here, but it's the same time as Matt's time, and it's still late.
Oh,
so
that's right. Because we're on daylight saving now.
yeah, came back to the real time zone. But anyway,
Thank you, Stuart. We had fun too. Thanks for being here.
Stuart's one of my top customers. If his packages would not get cut into by USPS, that would be great. Did he tell you that story?
Yeah, he showed me the box was all like tore open.
I went to USPS and I was like, hey, what's going on here? And they're like, well, we think what happened was these things get dumped from one container to the next and then trucked over to like 5 locations before they get to the States. So
No,
we think
was
it got
deliberate.
we think it got busted open and they taped it back. I go, yeah, busted open with a knife cutter, a box cutter. And they're like, what? And I'm like, yeah, look at this perfectly cut line. That is not. He's like, well, it could have got smashed because it wasn't packaged properly. I'm like, bro, you're talking to the wrong guy. I package packages better than anyone on Whatnot. I promise you, because I've gotten some turds from Whatnot. But I think so. I stuffed that stuff in there, right? Is it
Yeah,
good?
probably.
Yeah.
No complaints.
Yeah, no complaints. Anyway, but yeah, it was a box cutter. I'm like, dude, I cut boxes every day. I know what a knife blade to a
Customs
box
had an
looks like.
issue with it. Something like that.
Dude, somebody, but they didn't put a note on it, and I think it's what. Yeah, of course they gave me a number so I can call and complain, and or whatever. So, but anyway, it did make me nervous, especially because it was like a $400 camera, like retail $400. So anyway,
I was gonna say that he paid probably $12.50 for.
no, he did not. He did not buy that off of Whatnot. He.
Oh, okay.
I will not disclose what he paid for it, but it wasn't $400, but it wasn't $12.50, somewhere in between. All right, I'm out of here, guys. Appreciate you, everyone watching. Subscribe, do whatever the real good YouTubers tell you to do. Do that here as well. And go
Like
watch
the
Matt's show.
video,
Go watch
leave a
Matt and
comment.
Chrissy. Wait, what's your handle? Is it not that one? Did I mess it
Well,
up?
I mean, I have a million, but right now I'm pushing pretty hard on my product review channel, which is the Gear Edit.
Oh, well, nobody cares. So go watch my product reviews. I'm just kidding.
I'm moving into trying to do some like longer form for the YouTube channel, like product comparisons and stuff like that. So
Oh, that's
hopefully, not just I am cross posting, of course, there, but I'm trying to lean into a little bit better videos. So
And it's called at the Gear Edit. So that
Yes,
your
sir.
YouTube channel. Perfect.
Yep. Or at Chrissy Fryrose.
And Matt, you want to tell your long tag? Like
Yeah,
you have 50
I'm
of
on
them too.
Awesome Fun Things on the YouTubes. I do a morning show that runs for about 15 minutes. It's quick. It's fun. Monday through Friday, so that's 5 days a week. It kicks off at 8:15 a.m. Eastern. Come join me Monday through Friday. And every Friday, I give away $2. And then if you want to watch my
Whoa.
videos, yeah, I do.
Is it a $2 bill too?
It's greenback American $2 bill in the form of a PayPal payment, but you can pretend it's a $2 bill. And then Wizard of Haas on YouTube for all of my Amazon videos that I repost.
And I will say that is the best 15 minutes of every morning. It is so much fun. And Matt has so many sound effects and stuff flying on the screen. It's like a sports freaking production.
Hell, I like you.
There you go.
Yeah. And I'm over here like, watch this. I can disappear. All right. I can't reappear. I lost it. ECAMM would not be happy with me. All right. You guys are awesome. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Bye. Thank you.
Peace.